Welcome into the Raymond J. Borque Arena, everyone. John Silvio along here with you for today's MIAA women's ice hockey matchup between the Bishop Stang Co-op Spartans and the Beverly Danvers Ipswich Co-op Panthers. Coming into this game, the Spartans are 6-1-1 on the year with a 2-0-0 record in the Southeastern Massachusetts Girls Hockey League. On the other side, for Beverly Danvers Ipswich, they are 3-6-1 on the year with a 2-3 record in the Northeast Hockey League. We're about to get started at mid-ice as both teams converse at their separate benches. Coming into this game today, Bishop Stang's co-op, which includes members from a number of schools in southeastern Massachusetts down on the south coast, New Bedford High School, Bishop Stang obviously, New Bedford High School, and Somerset Berkeley, as well as Dartmouth High School as well. So a couple of different programs intertwined into one for this Bishop Stang Spartans team, and they are ranked number 5 in Women's Division II going into today's game. Let's get the starting lineups for both sides. It'll be Jamie DuPont, Amanda Forziati, and Shayna Meskel to start on forward for Beverly Danvers Ipswich. Kayla Greenleaf and Sadie Papamichael will be on the back end with Madison Delano in between the pipes. For the Spartans, it's going to be Maddie Andre, Sarah Mullen, and Destiny Aruda up front, with the captain Jocelyn Silva and Liv Fryer on the back end with Sophia Babineau in between the pipes. Face-off at mid-ice about to take place. Shayna Meskel able to win it up ahead, and we're underway here at the Borque Arena. An early shot on there was a little bit wide on the blocker side by Andre. Trying to keep it in at the blue line was Jocelyn Silva, and she's able to do so. It's pushed down low by Mullen. Chase down in the right corner. Now pushed back behind the Beverly goal as the Panthers try to clear. Back up top is trying to keep it in was Fryer, and it's pushed back out into the neutral zone, and now Beverly looking to come on the attack. Kept in the zone by Forziati as she tries to walk towards the goal, but she's pushed away. Good defensive effort on the back end by Friars. That one is shot on. Not sure if getting a piece of it was Babineau. Battle at the left circle. Now pushed down low. To be gathered by the captain, Jocelyn Silva. Kept in, and now pushed back down into the Stang end. Finally pushed down into the Beverly end now by Bishop Stang. So Beverly, after having some offensive zone presence for about 30 to 45 seconds now, give way to Stang to see if they can counteract. Hops onto the stick of Knott. She tries to move it up ahead, but she's met in mid-ice. A good defensive play by Tatro. Tatro pushes it back down and into the Beverly Danvers Ipswich end once again to be gathered by one of the captains for this Panthers squad, Tori Shea. It's pushed back into the neutral zone. Back and forth we go early on in this game. Neither team able to get much offense on either side as it trickles in and on to Delano, and she'll cover up for a face-off to come to her left. So a slow start for these two teams coming from very separate conferences, playing in different parts of the state basically. So I assume that the first few minutes of this game will consist of both teams figuring each other out. Now Stang across the blue line into the zone, an opportunity, and a shot goes wide there. Close call for the Panthers. Shot came off the stick of Sarah Mullen. Stang still on the attack. As Beverly tries to clear, and they finally do, as it's pushed out of the zone by Forziati, and it trickles back down into the Stang end. Now up onto the stick of Destiny Aruda. She looks back into the middle for Mullen. Aruda backs her up on a clear and a shot on. Not sure if getting a piece of it again was Delano, but it's wide on the blocker side. Gathered in the middle of the ice by Brightman. She loses it as another great forechecking effort by Forziati. Loose puck in mid-ice is pushed up ahead by Papamichael. Stang trying to come back on the attack. Papamichael to have something to say about that. Now up ahead, an opportunity coming, and a offensive zone pressure sequence here brewing for Beverly, but it's pushed back out into the neutral zone. Back and forth we go. Both these teams early on having trouble keeping more than about 30 seconds of offensive zone time. Coming down the right side for a shot there, and almost picking the top corner was Emma Knott. Not a junior, hails from Beverly. There's 3 schools on this Panthers co-op: Beverly, Danvers, and Ipswich. Shot on there and a quick save by Babineau, and she'll hold on for a face-off. Face-off will come to Sophia Babineau's left. Face-off won by Beverly and pushed down the near wall as it trickles back out into the neutral zone. A delayed offsides as Stang will look to clear. Trying to ricochet it off the boards there was Simonica, but it was pushed back out into neutral ice, and now on the attack once again is Kayla Greenleaf. She's going to be stonewalled on the back end. That was Liv Fryer who made that stop. Now gaining the offensive zone again is Forziati. She tries to go by a defender, and it's pushed back down into the Beverly end for Ann Icing, stopping the clock at 10:44 to go in the opening period. I mentioned already Beverly came into this game with a 6-1-1 record. Sorry, Bishop Stang came into this game with a 6-1-1 record. Stang has pulled off some pretty interesting victories so far this year, beating Old Rochester as well as Marshfield and Cape Cod Tech. So some impressive wins early on in the year for this Stang co-op. As a shot from the point, and they score! What a rifle there, and it went straight to the top corner on the glove side for Emma Knott. And Beverly Danvers Ipswich jumps on the board first as the Panthers are taking a 1-0 lead. Emma Knott had a lot of space to walk down that slot, and she took a beautiful shot. Was able to beat Babineau to the glove side. A little bit of a screen in front also for Sophia Babineau, so an unlucky bounce, and the team that came in with a little bit of a different record than Bishop Stang is now in the lead, so Beverly jumps on top first. And now trying to come on the attack is Lexi Yost, the Joseph Case High School, Swansea, Massachusetts product. As a whistle coming up here and an interference call, as the first penalty of the game will be against Beverly Danvers Ipswich. Heading to the box will be Catherine Purcell. She'll do 2 minutes in the sin bin for interference. So first power play of the game for the Bishop Stang co-op. Mullen, Aruda, and Andre out there, along with Tatro as well, and Elwood, so finishing out that 5 for the Stang power play.
Beverly penalty to number 12, Catherine Purcell.
Back up top.
A marker for interference.
Pushed towards the side of the goal, and now behind the Beverly goal to be gathered, and pushed back out front. Looking for a pass attempt was Mullen, but it trickles back out and down into the Stang end to be gathered there by Tatro. Tatro retraces her steps behind her own goal and looks to push it up ahead, but it was picked off in mid-ice, and once again that was the goal scorer for Beverly Danvers Ipswich, Emma Knott, who was able to push it back into the Stang end. Spartans back on the attack again, is trying to gain the zone quickly there, and unable to do so as a whistle looking like an offside call. Face-off won by Beverly Danvers Ipswich and dumped up ahead by Amanda Forziati to be gathered on the back end. Now Stang quickly back on the attack. Pass looking for Lexi Yost. It trickles back onto her stick in the neutral ice. Yost looks back, an opportunity for a shot. A save there by Delano, and she'll hold on. Michaela Brightman was the one that fired that one for Stang. 41 seconds left on the Stang power play. Pushed down low by Fryer. Stang trying to push it behind the goal and then work it back towards the slot. That seems to be the strategy that they're going to try to go with. As that one trickles off the stick of the captain, Jocelyn Silva, and back out to center ice, and Silva will take it herself back into the Beverly end. It hops off her stick as she was met as soon as she gained the line by Forziati, and it's dumped back down deep into the Stang end by Tori Shea. Shea, another one of the captains for this Beverly Danvers Ipswich team, is now a chance here for Forziati moving towards the net. A shot goes wide. Pushed back behind the goal to be gathered by Jocelyn Silva. She has her pocket pick, pushed back out in front, an opportunity, and it looks like getting a piece of it was Babineau. Back out into the slot, again another opportunity, and a right pad save there by Babineau. Kept it at the blue line, great effort there by Greenleaf. Stang still trying to clear, kept in again, this time by Nemesco. Now behind the Stang goal, they work it around to the other side, and it's pushed finally back out into neutral ice. Stang on the attack, looking up ahead. Coming down the right side is Andre. Andre rotates back around the goal, was looking for a pass back out front, but Forziati took it away from her. Stang continuing to pressure here in the middle part of this first period. They've spent much more time in their offensive end following the Beverly goal. It's a pass up ahead for Forziati. She's got basically a 2-on-4 with a little bit of help from Thibodeau. Kept in at the blue line by Purcell, pushed back down low, looking for Forziati, and it's pushed back out onto the stick of Purcell in neutral ice. Beverly Danvers Ipswich on the attack again, as gaining the blue line there for a shot on. Looks like it got blocked on the way in and trickled up into the netting. Looking like the face-off will stay in the Stang zone. Face-off to come to the left of Sophia Babineau, the goaltender for the Bishop Stang Co-op. A shot on, looks like that one might have hit the post and it trickled up into the netting again. Looks like the face-off is going to stay in a similar place. 6:32 to go in this first period. Face-off to the left of Babineau again is won, this time by the center Michaela Brightman for Stang. Kept in at the far blue line by Purcell, but it's pushed back out into neutral ice. Stang has done a very good job so far of forechecking. That may be one of the contributing factors to that 6-1-1 overall record that we've seen so far this year from the Spartans. Nice deke move there in middle ice by Thibodeau, led up ahead for not trying to fire. It looks like it got blocked. An opportunity on a rebound shot for Thibodeau as it trickled back to her, and she shot it wide on the blocker side of Babineau. Now shot on and a save there by Babineau as she pushes it back to the corner, and Jocelyn Silva will rope it back around to the near side, and it's finally pushed out by Stang. Up ahead and dumped down into the Beverly end. Both teams grabbing a couple of new players here as that pass attempt is blocked and kept in here by Stang. Good forecheck on the front end by Andre. Back behind the Beverly Danvers Ipswich goal now to be gathered there by Papa Michael. Kayla Greenleaf will stick it back into mid-ice as trying to gather it was Krall. Well, sorry, that was DuPont. Beverly trying to set something up in their own end. Forziati giving a little bit of forecheck there on Mullen. Mullen backtracks, looks up ahead, connecting with Andre. Andre coming down into the offensive zone, gains the blue line, tries to dump it off there for Aruda, and has it taken away. A good defensive effort by Papa Michael again, as it's pushed back out into neutral ice. D-to-D pass goes to Jocelyn Silva. It hops off her stick, pass up ahead, and it connects. An opportunity here for DuPont, and she has her pocket pick there. Good defensive play by Jordan Tatro. Now DuPont, another opportunity, a shot, she scores! Jamie DuPont, the sophomore captain, or sorry, not a captain, but the center for her line. Jamie DuPont gets the goal there. And Beverly taking a 2-0 lead. Now quickly back on the attack again is Emma Knott. She has one of the goals already. Knott tries to deep towards the goal on the left side, and she takes a topple. Puck to be gathered by Nagara.
Beverly goals from number 14, Jamie DuPont, assisted by number 21, Emma Knott. Time of the goal, 10 minutes, 40 seconds.
Emma Knott getting credit for the Beverly goal, making it 2-0 Panthers. So a surprising start to this game for Beverly Danvers Ipswich, and a penalty coming up here. It's going to be an interference call, second of the game. This time it's looking like it's going to be on Beverly again. So Tori Shea will take the penalty here. She'll take a seat, 2 minutes for interference. As previously mentioned, face-off to come to the left of Madison Delano to be taken by Sarah Mullen. Sorry, that was Emma Knott who took the face-off with Mullen. Work back up top. Now over to the far side for a shot, and a save there by Delano. Another shot from the point. This time it was taken by Tatro, and that one goes wide. Back up top, Tatro looks over to the near side for Destiny Arruda. She's unable to handle it, and she's met quickly by Papa Michael. Now over to the far side for Andre. Andre ropes it back around for Arruda on the other side, and she'll shovel it down low to connect with Mullen. Minute 13 to go on the Stang power play. Mullen walking down the right side, looks for a pass back towards the slot, and a great defensive play and a great clear also by Emma Knott. So another potential power play goal opportunity missed there by Beverly, or by Stang, I should say. Beverly continuing to play great on the defensive end on the penalty kill. Push towards the slot, as walking in that direction was Elwood, but it's moved back down into the Stang end. Spartans trying to move it through neutral ice. A great pass pickoff there, and moving down the right side is DuPont. DuPont hesitates, tries to deke through another defender, and pushes it back down below the Stang goal as she'll give chase on Jocelyn Silva. Silva's going to have a hard time with Jamie DuPont as it's pushed back out into the neutral zone to be gathered there by Lexi Yost. Yost into the zone for a shot, and it goes wide. Looks like Catherine Purcell might have gotten a piece of it as it was on its way in. Regrouping is Jocelyn Silva. She looks up ahead, trying to connect with Michaela Brightman, but that pass goes a little too far. Greenleaf sets up a Beverly Danvers Ipswich attack in the other direction, a shot. That one goes wide from Katie Nemeskel. Beverly looking to add to their lead as we trickle down to the final moments of this first period. Only 1:13 and counting to go. Worked back to Liv Fryer and kept in by Beverly, and an opportunity here brewing for Thibodeau. Thibodeau's got to get it away from Brightman. Thibodeau somehow able to do it, but finally is met by a sea of Stang players. Beverly still on the attack. Pass up top for Greenleaf. Greenleaf, a shot on, and a save there by Babineau. It's trickling loose in front of her. Greenleaf pushes it back towards the slot, and it's finally cleared back out to neutral ice by Brightman. Regrouping for the Panthers, and now up ahead a pass goes. Moving down the right side for a shot by Nemeskel, and a save there by Babineau, and she'll hold on. Sophia Babineau has had to make quite a few saves for Bishop Stang early on in this game. Face-off between Mullen and Thibodeau is won by Stang, and another penalty coming up here. And it's looking like it's going to be on Beverly again, and it will. Third penalty of the game for the Panthers, and it's going to be on Emma Thibodeau. Thibodeau, a senior from Danvers, so she'll take a seat in the box. Bishop Stang with their third power play of this period, and it will carry over into the second period of play. 17.6 to go on the clock. Face-off won by Mullen, pushed over to the near side D. Trying to fight it out of her feet there was Elwood, and she has to try and do it again. Gets a little bit of help from Andre as it's trickling back out towards center ice. Stang looking to regroup as the clock strikes 0 in this first period. It's been an interesting one for Bishop Stang, who came into this game having only lost one game, but after one, it is the Beverly, Danvers, Ipswich Panthers 2 and the Bishop Stang Co-op Spartans 0. We'll be right back to bring you the second period after this.
You are watching BevCam. Here, anyone can come to the studio to make their own local TV show. Contact us with your idea. We'll help you get started with producing your own show, editing it, and then we'll broadcast it to all of Beverly for your friends and family to see. You might even get some new fans. We also film local events like sports, music, city council meetings, and more. If you miss out on anything in town, you can catch up on it here. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Contact us at 978-927-5544 or email us at admin@bevcam.org.
Welcome back, everyone. It is the second period of play here at the Raymond J. Borque Arena. John Sylvia alongside you. It was an interesting first period for these two squads as Bishop Stang's Co-op came in with a 6-1-1 record, but somehow find themselves behind 2-0 right now to the Beverly Danvers Ipswich Co-op Panthers, who came into this game only 3-6-1. So a Cinderella story so far for Beverly Danvers Ipswich, as they have started off this game incredibly strong and look to build on this awesome first period with an even better second period. Good forecheck to start the period by Shayna Meskel, but now Bishop Stang quickly on the attack. Pass over for a shot on and a quick look on it by Delano, but it went wide to the glove side, and it's finally dumped back down into the Bishop Stang end. Minute 5 to go on the Spartan power play. That's their third of this game so far, so it was an interesting first period in terms of penalties for Beverly Danvers Ipswich, as they spent 3 separate occasions in the box and set up multiple opportunities for Stang to score, but the Spartans were just unable to do so. And as we start this second period, Beverly leading 2-0, goals having come from DuPont as well as Emma Knott for the Panthers. Spartans quickly back on the attack. Andre coming down the right side, trying to curl back towards the front of the net. Looks up top, connecting with Tatro. Tatro back down low, give and go for Tatro. Cycling up top, looks back down to the corner for Andre. A shot and a save there by Delano. Another one shot, save Delano. Another opportunity for Stang, and it goes wide of Madison Delano, as she has played exceptionally well when called upon. As another shot on and a save there with the chest by Delano as the penalty comes to an end, and now the Beverly Danvers Ipswich Panthers are on the attack. Across the blue line into the zone for a shot on and a save there by Babineau. That was Emma Knott who came racing into the zone. Spartans trying to clear. It was kept in at the blue line by Sadie Papamichael. Pushed back out in front as standing there was Katie Nemesco, but that is not going to work. Back in the other direction quickly come the Spartans, but that odd woman rush is quickly stonewalled by Sadie Papamichael. Panthers trying to move it out of their defensive zone as they would love to add on their lead over this, what most people would consider to be a favored team in Bishop Stang. But right now, leading is the team that you would consider to be disfavored in Beverly, but a great game nonetheless so far by the Panthers, and they lead 2-0 deservingly as that one is covered up off the ricochet off the end board by Delano. And she will take a face-off coming to her left. 12-11 to go in the second period. Beverly still holding that 2-0 lead, coming off of 2 first period goals for the Panthers. Face-off one back up top for Silver as she tries to put it down low, but it's pushed back out into neutral ice, and now up ahead for Forciati. Amanda Forciati trying to gather it as she collides with Jocelyn Silva. Forciati trying to win it away from Silva. She takes a topple, push down the far board for Yost as she tries to clear it up ahead. It's kept in for the moment before finally being moved out of the zone by Brightman. Off the near boards, it was ricocheted by Liv Fryer. Fryer trying to put it back into the Beverly zone again, but it's pushed down into the Stang end to be gathered by Forciati. Forciati curls back, looks out in front, an opportunity for DuPont, and she has it taken away. Good defensive play by Liv Fryer again, as she has been incredibly reliable on the back end for the Spartans so far. As that one trickles in on Sophia Babineau, and she will cover it up and take a whistle, as Stang will change up their D pair. Second line out there for Beverly, Danvers, Ipswich. Emma Thibodeau in the face-off circle to do battle with Sarah Mullen. Won by Beverly, a shot on and a scooping glove save there by Babineau. She holds on once again as crashing towards the goal quickly was Sophia McNeil. McNeil, one of the assistant captains for Beverly. She's a senior, hails from Beverly. Face-off once again between Mullen and Thibodeau as it's first line against second line. Now Maddie Andre goes across the ice. Destiny Arruda. Arruda looking for a pass back towards the slot, but Andre was not quite there yet. Work back into the neutral zone. It connects onto the stick of Knott. Knott's up ahead, only has one defender to beat. Has to look back and connects with Thibodeau. Thibodeau trying to go through Mullen. It's loose in the middle of the ice. Thibodeau gathers it for a shot and a save. It's trickling to the right of Babineau, and it was pushed away from her quickly by Megan Elwood, and back into neutral ice. A chance for Stang here. Pass up ahead for Andre. She has it taken away and worked back out into neutral ice. Back and forth we go as these last few minutes have resembled more of a ping pong game. Andre gets tripped up a little bit there. No penalty call as her number partner, Sadie Papamichael, came over to take it away from her. Papamichael over to the far side, connecting with Thibodeau, and it was worked out into the neutral zone, trying to find Emma Knott, but pushed back down by Stang into the Beverly Danvers Ipswich end. Now McNeil on the far side passes it up ahead, connecting with Thibodeau. Thibodeau goes by one defender, but has her stick lifted by Yost. Thibodeau continuing to move, only has one defender to beat, and it's Fryer. Thibodeau's shot, and I'm not sure if Babineau got a piece of it with her blocker, but nonetheless it's kept out, and it stays 2-0. Now Greenleaf off the boards and back down into the Stang end for an icing, stopping the clock at 9:35 to go in the period. Still 2-0 in favor of Beverly, so no new scoring so far in this second period for either squad, as a face-off will come down to the left of Madison Delano, the senior goaltender for Beverly Danvers Ipswich. Skied down low by Tatro as Stang trying to set up in their offensive end, as they have spent the last few minutes playing a lot of defenses. That one is shot on and blocked in front. A rebound was put on there by Andre, and a stick save by Delano. Andre was able to whack at that loose puck that was open in the slot, but a good job of using the stick there by Delano, as a pass over to the far side is kept in on a bounce by Megan Elwood. Mullen to block up Elwood, looks up top. Shot on by Tatro is blocked. Goes back to Elwood. Elwood trying to shoot it on, and it was blocked. Trickling near the blue line, and it's moved out finally by Beverly. Up ahead is Forziati. And Forziati will dump it down and in as she is at the end of her shift. Jamie DuPont to battle down low with Jordan Tatro. Beverly now trying to set up in their offensive end as Greenleaf collides there with Destiny Arruda as it trickles back out into neutral ice. Now Greenleaf with a little bit of space to move, gains the offensive zone. Greenleaf coming down the near side, tries to find a shooting lane, but that lane was blocked off quickly by Tatro. Worked back down low to Thibodeau. Thibodeau trying to work it back towards the slot, nobody home. Thibodeau tries again, it bounces off of the skate, it looked like, of Elwood and on to Babineau, and she's somehow able to keep it out. As now moving up ahead for an opportunity is Andre as she took it away from her number partner, Papa Michael. Stang now in their offensive end trying to make something happen. Down low was Brightman, has it taken away as it's worked back up top. Out into the middle for Silva, shot goes wide. Not sure if anyone blocked it at all in front as it trickles back on to Delano and she'll cover it up. Face-off will come to her left with 7:17 to go in this second period. First line back out there for Beverly as they will work against the second line of the Bishop Stang co-op. I mentioned in the first period that Bishop Stang's women's team features team members from quite a few different schools in the south coast of Massachusetts. Somerset, Berkeley, Dartmouth, New Bedford, as well as obviously Bishop Stang and Joseph Case High School as well, along with Dartmouth. So quite a few different schools intertwined together on this squad. But nonetheless, they've seen quite a bit of success so far this year, but tonight struggling a bit against this Panthers squad. Now up ahead is Amanda Forziati, tries to go by Jocelyn Silva, fires it on and a pad save by Babineau. Worked back down low, an opportunity at the back door for DuPont, and she was barely unable to handle it. Worked around the Stang goal again to be worked back down again by Nemesco as the Spartans finally able to move it out of their defensive end. Dumped down by Jenna Nagara, the New Bedford native, and into the Beverly end. On the far side boards, it's gathered quickly and moved out by Kroll. Kroll across the red line has to go by the ref and gains the blue line now. Kroll shoots it on, and it's scooped up quickly by Babineau, and she will hold on for a face-off. One of the first times that we've seen the third line out there for Beverly so far today. Lily Cook, Nemesco, as well as Kaylee Kroll out there for the Panthers. Pushed around to the near boards. Greenleaf trying to keep it in, but it was pushed out by Destiny Arruda before it was gathered again, pushed back in by Lily Cook. Now back out in front, an opportunity for Cook. It trickles on Babineau, and she will cover up for a whistle as there was some pushing and shoving after the whistle. Face-off will come to Babineau's right. Third line versus second line here, as the second line for Stang is out there, as they've also moved Sarah Mullen back to D with this third line. Pushed down into the Stang end by Kayla Greenleaf, one of the few players from Ipswich on this co-op team. Greenleaf unable to keep it in this time as it hops off the skate of Destiny Arruda and back out to center ice. Pass up ahead was looking to connect with Lily Cook, but it goes through her feet and back into the Stang end as the Spartans are struggling to find any sort of breakout scheme, as it's been pretty much all Beverly for the past few minutes. Pass up ahead for Brightman as she tried to dance through the neutral zone, had it taken away by Papa Michael. And now back into the zone comes the Beverly Danvers Ipswich co-op. Pass into the slot, an opportunity here, and a shot on by Thibodeau goes wide. Working behind the goal now Trying to work it in front was not, but it trickles back down into the Beverly end. Stang in the midst of a change as it's pushed up ahead, trying to connect with Sophia McNeil, and it goes all the way down for an icing, bringing it back down to the Beverly end with 4:15 to go in the second period. Still 2-0 in favor of the Panthers. Second line versus second line, as it'll be Lexi Yost and Emma Thibodeau in the face-off circle. Won by Beverly and pushed out into the neutral zone, and now giving chase on a trickling puck down into the Stang end is not, but she's going to be unable to beat the captain, Jocelyn Silva, and Silva will secure the puck for an icing. Bringing it back down to the Beverly end once more. Scratch 10 seconds off the clock, now 4:05 to go in the period. Trickling back into the neutral zone to be gathered by Liv Fryer as she loses it. Now coming back in the other direction quickly for Beverly. A shot on there. And a quick look over the shoulder as Shayna Meskel nearly beat Babineau to the short side. Trickled back down onto the stick of Fryer in the Stang end, and she'll move it up ahead for Yost. Yost coming down the near side, trying to work it towards the goal. A shot on goes wide of Delano to the blocker side. Moving up ahead is Forziati. Forziati gains the line, looks back, and now a pass towards the slot for Mullen. She tips it on goal, and a save by Babineau. Emma Thibodeau back in the face-off circle for Beverly as a shot goes wide there of Babineau. Came off the stick of Tori Shea. Catherine Purcell trying to work it back towards the slot as it trickles over to the far side boards on the Beverly end. A little bit under 3 minutes to go in the second period. Trying to move it out of the zone was Mullen, and she was met there by Thibodeau. Now puck is heavily battled for in mid-ice and won away by McNeil, and she pushes it down into the Stang end before it's zipped quickly back out by Tatro. That one trickles up into the bench, and it will yield a whistle with 2:35 to go in the second period. Beverly still maintaining that 2-0 lead that they established off a pair of goals in the first period. One from Jamie DuPont and another coming from Emma Knott. So some production from the top lines for Beverly, Danvers, Ipswich. Slicing through the middle of the ice there was Shayna Meskel, but it's pushed back in the Stang direction as it's ping-ponged in mid-ice between these two teams. Great defense shown today and excellent forecheck by both teams as well. It's one of those hockey games that as a broadcaster you love watching. A pick-off there by Yost and a shot on, and a save there as it was right into the trap of Madison Delano. She will hold on with 2:07 to go in the period. Face-off to come to the left of Delano again. Back up top for Fryer. She works it down low for Aruda, looking over to the other side for Andre. Andre backhands it on. It was blocked. Looking to clear, and they do. Shayna Meskel able to work it back out to neutral ice before Jocelyn Silva pushes it once more into the Beverly end. Cross-ice pass attempt is picked off by Jocelyn Silva, and she'll work it back down onto the stick of Greenleaf in the Beverly end. Now stepping up is Aruda to take it away from Greenleaf. Coming in to help her was Andre, and now Mullins gets tripped up behind the Beverly goal. A whistle here. Going to allow Mullen to get her bearings briefly as she took quite a topple there behind the goal. Stang going to change up their line as well. 1:24 to remain in this second period. So the face-off will look like it will be moved out to neutral ice, and it will. Will be moved to the dock closest to the Bishop Stang bench on the near side. Face-off between Brightman and DuPont is won, and now Stang on the offensive end, trying to work it towards the slot. A shot on, it's trickling to the right of Delano, and somehow she's still able to hold on to it for a face-off. So Stang came quickly on the attack as this second period is coming to an end. Spartans looking to add a goal here and hopefully give them some momentum as they head into the locker room. Face-off one. Back up top for a shot on and a save by Delano. Shot came from Tatro. Brightman has been stellar in the face-off circle today for Bishop Stang. Brightman to take the draw here against Thibodeau. She wins it again, back up top. Worked behind the goal and back around to the other side to be gathered by Elwood.
1 minute remaining in the second period.
Kept in by Bishop Stang at the line by Brightman and finally worked back into the neutral zone as Beverly will look to regroup. Now Emma Thibodeau up ahead, dangles by multiple defenders but is finally met. Trying to gather it behind her own goal is Tatro, and she'll move it up ahead and out of the Stang zone as chasing it down almost in her own end is Tori Shea, and she will lace it back down for an icing with 24.7 to go. That will stop the clock. So after a first period that saw Beverly jump out to a 2-0 lead late in the frame, the second period has been much different, and we've seen more back and forth action, better forecheck, and much better defense, especially on the Stang side. Cross ice pass looking for a knot was a little too far, and it's pushed back down into the Beverly end. Loose in the slot as somebody tries to jump on it. It's fired on by Yost, and it's stopped by Delano, and she'll hold on. 5 seconds to go on the clock. So basically a face-off win and possibly a shot before the second period comes to an end. Yost unable to win the draw as it was won there by Thibodeau as the horn sounds to end this second period of play. No scoring in this period, and it remains 2-0 in favor of Beverly Danvers Ipswich over the Bishop Stang Co-op after 2 periods. We'll be right back to bring you the third period after this.
Listen, you're my friend.
I noticed you haven't really been yourself recently.
Yeah, I feel like something's up.
How are you?
Are you okay?
Is there anything you want to talk about?
I just want to know how you're feeling.
And listen, even if you don't know what to say, I'm here to talk.
No matter what you're going through,
I just want you to know I'm here.
I've got your back. When you want to talk, I'm here.
30 minutes down, 15 to go here at the Raymond J. Borque Arena between the Beverly Danvers Ipswich Co-op Panthers and the Bishop Stang Co-op Spartans. It has been a surprising game, to say the very least, so far, as Beverly Danvers Ipswich coming into this game were only 3-6-1. And they were playing against a Bishop Stang program that, despite being D2, they were 6-1-1 on the year and undefeated in their conference. So a very surprising scoreboard right now, as it's 2-0 in favor of Beverly Danvers Ipswich, and both goals came in the first period. One came off the stick of Jamie DuPont and the other off of Emma Knott's stick, both of them coming in the first period at the end of the first period, and that is the score that we see still as we begin this third and final period of play. Dumped down into the Beverly end to be chased down by Kayla Greenleaf. She ropes it around to the far side for Nemesco. Nemesco leads it up ahead for a shot on by Forziati and a blocker save by Babineau. Worked up ahead by Stang, and now an opportunity brewing here for the Spartans. Pass into the slot, an opportunity and a save by Delano, and she'll hold on as Michaela Brightman was walking down the slot. She got the insert pass from Nagara, and she fired it on, but square to her net was Madison Delano, and she holds on. Face-off coming to Delano's right. Worked up top, mishandled a bit by Tatro, but cleaned up and dumped down low by Elwood. Battled for by Brightman as she fires it back towards the front of the net. Nobody home. Back out into the neutral zone. Stang looking for a quick recounter, and they have it. Up ahead comes Skylar Samanica. Samanica trying to work it back towards the slot. It was blocked on its way in. Good defense there by Purcell. Now on the far side, Borge trying to work it out of the zone. Was not, but she was unable to do so. It's dumped back down into the Beverly end after trickling into the neutral zone as Stang goes for a change. Second line heading out there again for the Spartans. We're actually seeing a bit of a shortened bench here for the Spartans, as now playing on that first line at center is Sarah Mullen. She's going to have Destiny Aruda as well as Maddie Andre, and they're going to play that first line. But right now, out there at right wing, it's Yost. So Lexi Yost moving up from the second line to play with Andre and Mullen. Yost has made a couple of decent defensive plays in mid-ice and has had a couple of shots on goal so far today. And now the puck's on her stick. Yost tries to dangle through Greenleaf, but great defense there by the junior from Ipswich. And now Greenleaf's on the move up ahead into her offensive zone, but she's quickly met by Fryer. And now an offsides called here, is unable to get back to the line was Greenleaf. So that will stop the clock with 12:19 to go in this third period. Still 2-0 in favor of Beverly Danvers Ipswich. Face off on the far side, won by Beverly. Pass up ahead for Forziati. Forziati moving in, a shot! And it looks like it may have hit the crossbar and ricocheted up into the netting. Face off will stick in the Bishop Stang zone, coming to the right of Sophia Babineau. Face off to be taken by Brightman, going up against DuPont. Worked back up top and now back down low a bit more by Papa Michael before it's finally worked out to neutral ice by Bishop Stang. Quickly back on the attack in the other direction. Once again comes Beverly Danvers Ipswich. Push toward goal and a save there by Babineau, and she'll hold on. Sophia Babineau has been busy in these last few periods as Beverly Danvers Ipswich has been knocking on the door multiple times throughout the last two periods, trying to add on to their 2-0 lead. Face off to Babineau's left is won by Sarah Mullen and worked around the Stang goal. Pushed back down low by Knott as giving chase on the other side. Now worked over on the far side towards the D, and now taken away here, a chance for Bishop Stang. Worked back towards the middle of the ice as Andre is going to have to chase it down. Destiny Aruda was the one who took it away from the Beverly defender. Worked back out in front again, another shot by Andre is stopped, and Andre sneaks it through the 5-hole, and a goal for Bishop Stang. So the Spartans have come within one of Beverly as there's a huge goal for Maddie Andre. 11-12 to go in this third period, and the Spartans are back in this game. Andre out of New Bedford High School, giving a much needed boost to Bishop Stang. And now an opportunity for the Spartans to make a comeback in this game as an offside call. This Yost was a bit too frantic going over the line, and that'll stop the clock again, 11:07 to go.
Bishop Stang goal scorer number 24, Maddie Andre, unassisted. Time of the goal, 3 minutes, 48 seconds. Andre, unassisted.
So Maddie Andre with the goal for Bishop Stang, and now the Spartans are within one of the Panthers as that one trickles on to Delano, and she'll cover up to take another face-off to her left. Both first lines out there for the two squads as we are getting into the deciding moments of this game. Puck loose near the Beverly goal, and whacking at it was Aruda, but she was unable to get there. Great defense on the back end by Kayla Greenleaf. Now work back in the other direction. Here come the Panthers. Pass to the back door was blocked on the way in as Furziati was working her way towards the slot. Now Andre up ahead leads. Destiny Aruda gives back to Andre. Andre walking towards the slot, a shot, and a quick save there by Delano. Both teams will change up as a face-off will come to the left of Madison Delano. A shot on there as it was almost put in the top corner by Michaela Brightman. Worked back up top for a shot there by Elwood that goes wide. Brightman works it back for Tatro, and it's picked off. Beverly on the attack, and a pass up ahead almost connects with Emma Knott, but it will go down into the Stang end for an icing. We'll bring it back down to the Beverly end as exactly 10 minutes to go in this third period. Face-off coming to the left of the senior goaltender, Madison Delano. Worked up top for a shot by Tatro, and a very high glove save there by Delano, and she'll hold on once again. We've seen much, much more offensive zone time by Bishop Stang in this third period. Already seen one goal from the Spartans, and based on the pressure that Bishop Stang has been applying over the past few minutes, I wouldn't be surprised if I see another in the next few. Pass up ahead for Thibodeau. Thibodeau has only Tatro to beat, but a great job of standing her ground there by Jordan Tatro. Worked behind the Stang goal. Pushed up ahead by Mullen as she tries to move it out of her zone. Looking like it will be kept in. Now back behind the Stang goal again. Up ahead pass connecting with Aruda, and now Destiny Aruda tries to go by her number partner Purcell, and she does. Aruda now in the far corner, trying to find a passing lane as very well guarding her is Purcell. Work back up top. A shot on here by Tatro, and it goes wide. Not sure if it got blocked on the way in. Pass up ahead, it hops off the stick onto the stick of Emma. Not a shot, and it goes wide on the glove side of Sophia Babineau as she has been quiet for the past few minutes. Back and forth we go as continuing to play great in both ends of the ice today is number 21, Emma Knott for Beverly. And now a chance here for Stang. Looking back door was Yost. And now a trickling puck in the slot. Nobody able to jump on it. Still battling for it. Stang still on the attack. A bobbling shot by Alden goes wide. Third line for Stang providing a lot of pressure as it will finally be cleared down for an icing by Emma Knott. That'll bring it back down to the Beverly end with 8:11 to go in this game. Face off to come to the left of Madison Delano. First line back out there for Bishop Stang again, as well as the first line for Beverly, Danvers, Ipswich. Now to Aruda down low, looks into the slot. Andre, a shot, it got blocked, and trying to jump on that trickling puck was Mullen, but pouncing on it was Madison Delano, and she'll hold on. Face-off moving to the right of Delano. Won by Beverly, forced up the near wall by Papamichael, but it's kept in by Stang. Destiny Arruda tries to go behind the goal for Andre. Has to battle with Greenleaf as Greenleaf comes out of the pile with the puck, looking up ahead. Greenleaf across the red line and now blue line into the offensive zone. Kayla Greenleaf only has one defender to beat, and Fryer stands her ground in the Bishop Stang end. And now Maddie Andre looks up ahead for Arruda, and now back to Andre up ahead into the zone. Maddie Andre looks on goal, and it trickles on for a save by Delano, and once again she will corral it for a face-off. 7:26 to go in the game. Still 2-1 in favor of Beverly, as the Panthers clinging to their lead that was established early on, and they've had it ever since. Now slicing through the Bishop Stang D and moving up ahead is Thibodeau. Thibodeau towards the goal, and Babineau sticks it away. Panthers try to move it back up top as it's ricocheted down low but moved out by the Spartans. Emma Knott looking up ahead, trying to get it to Sophia McNeil, but it's pushed back in the other direction by Elwood and down into the Beverly zone. No icing. Panthers quickly trying to move in transition. Pass goes off the skate of Emma Thibodeau, and it will be backed up and pushed out of the zone quickly by Catherine Purcell, as Stang will have to regroup in their own end. Pass up ahead, connecting with Brightman. Brightman a shot and a pad save by Delano. Brightman trying to work it back towards the front of the net. Delano got a piece of it. It's kept in at the line by Fryer. Fryer indirectly off the boards, trying to get it to Brightman. Now in the far corner, it's kept in by Nogan for a shot, and it goes wide on the blocker side. So that was Jenna Nagaro who took the shot. Back in the other direction quickly come the Panthers. A shot on and a save, as dangling towards the goal was not, and somehow able to keep it out, was Sophia Babineau. Beverly was looking for that game-clinching goal, and Sophia Babineau was not about to let that happen, keeping it 2-1 in favor of the Panthers. Nagara looks up ahead, and she connects with Yost as she'll dump it down into the Beverly end. That one trickles off a couple sticks and goes down for an icing, bringing it back down to the Beverly end. 5:29 to go in this game. The Panthers almost looked like they were going to take a 3-1 lead, as Emma Knott was walking down the slot, wide open breakaway towards the goal. But somehow Sophia Babineau was able to keep it out. Face-off win is pushed back down into the Bishop Stang end, as quickly giving chase on it was Elwood. Worked over to the far side. Trying to push it out was Alden. Alden continuing to help out Greenleaf. And now it's finally pushed down and out of the Bishop Stang zone. Greenleaf working her way through her own zone, tries to slice through the middle of the ice and has a little bit of trouble doing so with Emma Alden chasing her down. Now in the offensive zone, Sophia McNeil behind the Stang goal. McNeil trying to make something happen for the Panthers. Work back up top as it trickles back into the neutral zone. Lexi Yost to gather it. Yost has her pocket picked, and now back in the other direction quickly for a shot, and it goes wide, as Thibodeau was walking in again. So another missed opportunity for Emma Thibodeau, and now up ahead quickly comes Andre, leading a shot on and quickly stopped there by Delano as it goes up into the netting. Brightman was the one to take that shot, and it was kept out by Madison Delano. So Delano keeping it a 2-1 game. Face-off coming to her left as a timeout called. We will take it with them. 4:18 to go in this third period. 2-1 in favor of the Beverly Danvers Ipswich Co-op over Bishop Stang. We'll be right back.
You are watching BevCam. Here, anyone can come to the studio to make their own local TV show. Contact us with your idea. We'll help you get started with producing your own show, editing it, and then we'll broadcast it to all of Beverly for your friends and family to see. You might even get some new fans. We also film local events like sports, music, city council meetings, and more. If you miss out on anything in town, you can catch up on it here. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Contact us at 978-927-5544 or email us at admin@bevcam.org.
4:18 to go in the third period. Face-off coming to the left of Beverly Danvers Ipswich goaltender Madison Delano, and it is won and kept in by Bishop Stang. Brightman looking towards the goal, a shot and a blocker save by Delano. Bishop Stang throwing everything they have at the Panthers as time winds down in this third period, and it is only a one-goal deficit between these two squads. Fryer to gather the bouncing puck in mid-ice, looks up ahead for Andre. Maddie Andre across the blue line into the zone is being chased by Sophia McNeil, and she's hit off the puck. Worked back out in front for a shot on, and it's pinned up against the post before it's finally moved out by Emma Thibodeau. And now Thibodeau moving through her zone, out of it, now through the neutral zone across the blue line. She slaps it on, and a glove save by Babineau. It trickles back out in front. They score! There's the insurance goal that the Panthers needed, and it comes off the stick of Emma Thibodeau again. Thibodeau, her first goal of the game at 3:25 to go, and Beverly extends their lead to 3-1, and that should be the icing on the cake for this underdog victory today. Face-off moved back to center ice. So a huge goal there for the senior out of Danvers. Emma Thibodeau gives the Beverly Danvers Ipswich Co-op a 3-1 lead over Bishop Stang in a game that most people would have expected to be in favor of the Spartans, but nonetheless, the Panthers came to play today, and with 3:14 to go, they're leading 3-1 over the Spartans. Work back towards the Beverly end by Elwood before back in the other direction. Quickly come the Panthers, an opportunity brewing here, pushed back out in front for a chance for Forziati, and a save by Babineau. Puck being battled for in front as there are about 5 or 6 bodies within a 2-foot radius of Sophia Babineau, and a whistle and a cross-check penalty coming up. Let's see who it's against, as there have been multitudes more penalties called on Beverly Danvers Ipswich today as opposed to Bishop Stang, and it will be a penalty against Stang. Heading to the box for the first time today will be number 23, Megan Elwood, and she'll take a seat in the sin bin. 2 minutes for a cross-check. Second power play of the game for Beverly Danvers Ipswich, and they will look to add yet another insurance goal before this period and the game comes to an end. Face-off won and worked down low. A lot of stick work going on in front as Kaylee Krall tries to get some space in front of the goal. Now worked over to the far side for a shot. It's trickling in front. Nobody's able to really jump on it. It's loose under someone's feet. Back out in front, they score! Beverly Danvers Ipswich again. Fourth time today they've put it past Sophia Babineau, and it's a 4-1 lead now for the Panthers. Goal was finished off on the back door by Jamie DuPont. That's her second goal of the game. So coming into this game, only 3-6-1. Beverly Danvers Ipswich are looking like they're going to come out of this one with a win today against a 6-1-1 opponent. Call it a Cinderella victory, call it an underdog victory, but nonetheless, in most hockey games, the team that comes to play is the team that wins the game. And today, the Beverly Danvers Ipswich Co-op definitely came to play, as a shot on there by Aruda is stopped by Delano, and another opportunity worked towards Delano may have hit the side of the net. Kept in by the Spartans as we're about to creep under 2 minutes to go in the game. Aruda trying to keep it in as it taken away by Emma Knott and work back into the neutral zone before Knott is met by Fryer. Back and forth we go in the middle of the ice as Bishop Stang is desperately trying to find some offense in the latter part of this game. Worked up the boards as hammered into it there was Maddie Andre, and she's going to have to head to the bench there. Under a minute and a half to go now. Taking a topple in the middle of the ice there was Fryer, and now on the move once again comes Thibodeau. Thibodeau trying to dance towards the goal. Had it taken away from her. Good defense on the back end by the captain, Jocelyn Silva. Now an opportunity here for Forziati. Forziati moving in, she scores! Amanda Forziati adding another one, and it's 5-1 now in favor of Beverly, Danvers, Ipswich, and the Panthers are definitely going to take this one now. With 1:06 to go, now 5-1 in favor of Beverly, Danvers, Ipswich over Bishop Stang. Face-off coming back to center ice here. It has been a frustrating day for the Bishop Stang co-op. Only one goal scored the entire game, and it came off the stick of Maddie Andre, the New Bedford native. Now worked over again to Forziati, another shot, and that one just barely misses up top. Forziati keeping it in for Beverly as Stang will try to clear it. Pushed over to the far side and finally moved out of the zone by Alden before it's pushed back into the Stang zone once more. Under 30 seconds to go now in the game. With this win, the Beverly Danvers Ipswich Panthers will move to 4-6-1 on the year, and it is a non-conference game. So their 2-3-0 Northeastern Hockey League record will not change, but they will improve to 4-6-1 on the year. On the other side for Bishop Stang, they will drop to 6-2-1 on the year as they will suffer their second loss of the season. Another penalty coming here at the very end of this game for the Panthers. Second one of the game for Emma Thibodeau. She'll go to the box for a cross-check. Face-off will be brought down to the left of Madison Delano with only 17.2 seconds remaining on the clock. Face-off will be between Knott and Brightman. Face-off won by Knott. Tries to throw it off the boards, but it's kept in by Fryer. Fryer tries to work it down low before it's cleared back all the way down by Emma Knott. Under 5 seconds now. As the clock strikes 0, it has been an absolutely stellar effort today by the Panthers as Beverly Danvers Ipswich takes this one over Bishop Stang. A final score, Beverly Danvers Ipswich 5 and Bishop Stang Co-op 1. Thank you everyone for watching today here on BevCam Sportsnet, and we will see you next time. I'm John Sylvia. Have a great rest of your night.